And this is my altar. I have my blessed candles going and just happiness and love and light. So the energy coming from me, always healing and loving. And these tarot, oracle, pendulum, dowsing rods, all in love and light energy. And I'm glad you're here. And I try to do these every Monday at 6 p.m. So if you'd like to see more of this, tune in, at least for the month of January for right now. I know I'll be taking a little bit of time off in February and March, I think. Depends on how it goes. But welcome and thank you for being here. I learned a few things this week from my witchy mentor. To knock 3 times on the tarot cards. Did not realize that that meant to clear the energy. So we're going to knock 3 times. And this is for the collective. What does the collective need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? I'm just going to do 1 card for right now. Top card, please. And it is the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Pentacles. A spider sits in her glistening web, pentacle and at hand. Industrious and focused, she has built a beautifully intricate net in which to catch her prey. While spiders are born with an innate ability to spin a web, they, like all pages in tarot, must perfect their craft over time. This spider's web may not last, but her grasp of the pentacle suggests she will adapt with ease, traveling to a new location and trying again if she needs to. And the upright is, you're ready to experience new wonders. It is time you lay the groundwork for your next venture. As you spin your web, and remember that you have innate gifts to share with the world. And what are my innate gifts, and what craft can I hone and share with others? So that is the first card. Welcome in. Who would like a reading, or who has a question that will result in a yes or no answer? I have my tarot cards handy. I have my pendulum handy. I got my altar, which has my oracle cards. I got my dowsing rods. Let's get this started. Hello, everyone. Maybe I could ask where you're from. Not like just like a state, or what part of the world are you from? Would you like a reading? Would that be a tarot reading Monday? Okay. What does Monday need to hear? I usually just do 1 card for a live, so 1 card reading. What does Monday need to hear? The cards are like going nuts. Sounds like Spirit's got a lot to say. Okay. And I always do when I'm doing for public, I always do my pendulum to make sure this is the right card. Okay, this is Monday's card. And it is Empress. It's the Empress. I love that bunny. It is so cute. Okay, the Empress. The rabbit sits upon a throne natural stone, observing the prosperity of her empire. Wheat, a symbol of abundance and wealth, surrounds her. It is a bountiful harvest, and the Empress is sure to share it with those she nurtures. The rabbit is a symbol of Estor, the Western Germanic goddess of fertility and spring, and a namesake for Easter. Moonflowers just beginning to open for the night surround the Empress, and red ripe pomegranates decorate her collar, symbolizing fruitfulness and plenty. The Empress invites you to take on the role of caregiver, perhaps to someone in need or even Mother Nature herself. Be sure to share your resources, whether that's knowledge, time, or wealth. How can I support my community? How can I nurture myself as well as others? The first word I get is mother. Like I said, it just popped right into my head, mother. Hey, sis. Are you a caretaker for your mom? Or a mother figure or something? And you're welcome. Anyway, that's just what I'm getting. I'm just getting like you are support system. Oh, okay. Well, your grandma. I just heard mom, so maybe she's a mother figure to you. But yeah, I got caretaker and mom, so it must be someone who's really like a mom to you, more of a mom than a grandma figure. But yeah, sounds like she really does appreciate you. Or is your mom still living? Maybe it's your mom who's appreciative for caretaking for your grandma. Because mom is very powerful. Mom is like right there. But anyway, thank you for letting me do the reading for you. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to ask personal questions. It's just that was. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Does anyone want a reading? Or do you have a question that would result in a yes or no answer? And I've been told I had a meeting with my witch mentor this week, and she said this is to get rid of the extra energy from the last reading. Hello. Does anyone want a reading? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, my witch sisters. Thank you. That last reading was just like, it was awesome. I got these words very clearly. I think as I'm doing these, they are helping me to get my clairs and my abilities stronger, which is lovely and beautiful, which means my senses are getting stronger. I've learned a lot about some things this last week, so I'm quite happy about that. Oh, okay. So I'm going to knock one more time. What does Marie need to hear? What does Marie need to hear? Top card, please. What does Marie need to hear? Hi, welcome in. What does Marie need to hear? Top card, please. Top card. Okay. And I always do the pendulum to make sure that it's the correct one. We have the community pendulum here. Is this the right one for Marie? Yes. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Page of Wands. Okay, Marie, so Page of Wands. Curious and spirited, a young Martin lovingly studies his wand and considers how to wield it to its full potential. In tarot, pages are neophytes, learning about their suit and preparing to take on challenges it presents. Like an apprentice, the Martin is ready to learn from the master how to hone his talents. For now his powers are burgeoning but chaotic, passionate but uncontrolled. He is guided more by curiosity than past experience. And the upright is, you are ready to take on a new creative project. Seek inspiration by taking a class or topic interest or visiting a museum you've been meaning to explore. What topic pique my interest and how can I nurture the childlike curiosity? Oh, thank you. I love these cards. Well, I know that you like to be creative. Do you have another project that you're going to want to take on? Or maybe a little studying somehow? Or master what you're already doing? Your inner child wants to play. Your inner child wants to play. I get this vision of your inner child just playing, like getting into the paint and getting into the woodwork and getting into all the fun things. Oh, okay. Sounds like your inner child wants to have some fun. And that's what I get from this, like having fun and just enjoying life and yeah. Like, you know how I get this vision of you doing paints, but Play-Doh. Do you remember Play-Doh, like the fun stuff, like molding it? And you know the stuff we used to play with as kids when you could take something and then you'd smack it up against the paper and then you'd bring it back and it would have that thing on there. Like play. Like get that inner child going. That's what I get. May I have a message today? Oh, is it Lydia? Is that your first name? Perfect. What does Lydia need to hear today? What message does Lydia need to hear today? You're welcome. Okay, is this Lydia's? Is this Lydia's? Lydia, are you okay, honey? Are you okay? Okay. I just, for some reason, got some sad energy. So just thought I'd ask. Okay. The tower. Vultures encircle a tree that has become struck by lightning in a powerful storm. These birds feast on carrion, the decaying flesh of animals. It may seem as though they are taking advantage of the loss, but they are also cleaning up the environment for others, preventing the spread of disease by consuming rotting corpses. For some, Calamento, the storm brings a feast. For others, signals a fall from grace. The tower is a card of upheaval and often viewed as the most negative outcome in tarot. Chaos and calamity reign supreme, but this is sometimes how the universe corrects course and attempts to reinstate balance. The upright, a massive change is coming. It will cause destruction and confusion if you are unprepared. Now was the time to find solid ground before the ripples of the shock leave you stunned and unable to cope. How can I handle chaotic situations? How can I redefine myself as a bigger change? I wouldn't say you should be worried. Are you preparing for something that you're expecting not to be a good outcome? Because as soon as I started shuffling the cards, I got sad energy. That's why I was like kind of pausing. I wouldn't be worried. I would just be like prepared because it sounds like you've got something coming around. Do you have an upcoming event or something? I just sense sadness for some reason. Is someone sick? Is there like an unexpected illness or something from someone, a loved one? Huh. Well, is there anyone else that is is sick or unwell? Massive change. Huh. I'm I'm just getting sadness for some reason. Your dad was recently sick, or does your mom have pneumonia? I've had pneumonia twice. It's not pretty and it's not fun. Okay, so I'm not trying to worry you, I promise. I'm just trying to figure out. Oi, that's not good. Okay, so do you have questions that would result in a yes or no answer from the tarot card that I pulled? Do you have questions? I'm asked to give this out, so. Oh, okay. I mean, do you have any questions because of the reading? I'm just asking because I was told to get this out just in case you had questions. Okay, so is the Tower card related to Lydia specifically? Okay, so it's not related to you specifically. Is it related to your mom? Is it related to your mom's health? I don't normally do pendulum questions for health because it can take any kind of turn. I mean, it's all. There's some things I don't do with that, but I wanted to find out where it was related to. It sounds like just taking care of your mom and making sure she's okay. But I don't do health questions with a pendulum. But anyway, was there anything else you wanted me to do? Well, you're welcome. Does anyone else have any questions or would like a reading? Or would anyone like an oracle reading? I've got a couple of decks here. Or does anyone have a question? Okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I just got sadness really immediately out of the card. So hopefully everything works out for you and you'll be in my prayers. Thank you for asking the question. I'm sitting on the floor in front of here because this is just the easiest place to have a reading. But my legs get kind of cramped up. You're welcome. Thank you. But does anyone want an oracle reading? I have like witch's wisdom, feminine wisdom, vibrations, garden, woodland wardens. Anyone want an oracle reading? Or a tarot reading? Or have any yes or no answers that yes or no questions that will anyway. Okay. You want another one for the tarot? Or did you want an oracle? And my pillow is not exactly where it should be. I'm trying to sit on the floor. And if it's an oracle, you can just, okay. What color? Because you've got blue, pink, okay, black. There's black, pink, blue, green, dark green. Because there's witch wisdom, feminine wisdom, blue. Okay. Raise your vibration. I really like these witchy lives. They are so much fun. Put an emoji in the comment if you like the witchy lives. Anyone want to put an emoji if they like the witchy lives? What does Maureen need to hear? What does Maureen need to hear? Thank you, Deb. Appreciate that. What does Maureen need? Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Is that the one she needs to hear? Yes. Okay, this one says, I am grateful for the earth. Okay. I am grateful for the earth. The earth is your home. It's a special planet, for it is where your soul has chosen to incarnate in order to live and grow. Without this incredible planet, you would not have the path to walk and a purpose to fulfill. Today, you are encouraged to tune in to the energy and gratitude and share it with the earth. When you feel gratitude for this amazing planet, you will emit a high vibration that will support not only evolution of your being, but that of the earth too. Through this awareness, you can cultivate understanding of your individual impact on the earth and the measures that you take to support the collective. The reason this card has come to you today is because there is a part of you that wants to live in a more harmonious and purposeful way. And becoming more mindful of the planet is that next step. If you can, take time to connect with the words, the wonders of nature, and give thanks to the place you call home. And the vibe of the day is thank you, Mother Earth, for your blessings. Do you garden? Do you have like flowers or anything? I get the message of flowers and bees, hummingbird, garden, earth. And just working with the soil. Okay. Um, I don't know, I just get this vision of a bee and plants. So maybe you have a little garden or something? This channeling gets kind of fun. I get these little visions. It's really cool. But I literally get a vision of you being in a garden, or at least a garden, and like bees in the garden, and having flowers where bees will be there, and like in the summertime or something, having like a hummingbird. Um, I did learn something at the market this last weekend, that if you have hummingbirds in your yard, as long as you keep sugar water or the hummingbird water near a feeder, they can be there all year round. And I didn't know that. I thought it was a seasonal thing because, birds fly and everything. But as long as you have food for them, they will be there. But yeah, I get this. It's almost not, it's just like a backyard with flowers and maybe a veg or something, but bees being around in it and just nature and digging in the dirt and houseplants too. Do you talk to your houseplants? Because they love that. Your houseplants want you to talk to them. I know that when I had them, I talked to mine all the time. Sure. Does anyone else want a tarot? Thank you for asking for the reading. Does anyone else want a reading? Or do they have a question that leads to a yes or no answer? I even have my dowsing rods. And I don't know why my nose is itching, but it is. Sorry. And um yes, that's awesome. I will talk to them and sing to them and dance. Yes, excellent. And one thing I do plan on doing is keeping up these witchy lives because they are just so much fun. Will you get to see your husband soon? Do you want that as a dowsing rod or do you want it as a pendulum question? Okay, one or the other. Pendulum, dowsing rod. Rods, okay. Okay. Coriander. Okay, what? Okay. That's a yes. What I've learned is when they're like this, it's a no, and when like this, it's a yes. So that will be a yes. Thank you for the question. No, even when I'm in a different time zone, however, and it depends on my work schedule, I plan on doing these probably around the same time-ish, my time, which I did a little research. If it's 6 p.m. my time now, oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for the answer. I always do that because I want them to know they're loved and blessed. I will, if I'm their time where I'm planning on being is at around 6 p.m. after work or whatever would be like 10 a.m. here, Pacific time. I am not native. I am Scottish, Irish, Norwegian, Swedish, but I'm not native. I'm working on it. I'll find out. They closed the job posting early, so I'm hoping I'll find out. Hopefully, I'll get that interview call. Everything I've been working on, everything says it's a go, and everything says the middle of March. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to my live. I appreciate that. What time is it there, if you don't mind me asking? I am manifesting a move to Glasgow, Scotland. Because here it is 6:30 p.m. Me too. I plan on going live from there and oh, so it's 11:03. So it's that's about a 5-hour difference or so. Okay. That's cool. Well, thank you for being here that late. I appreciate it. But yeah, everything I pointed to says I am going to get the job I applied for, which I'm still going to work hard to make sure it happens. Interview, I'm already researching things for the job I've got the job I've got. I'm already doing research for the company, research for the different things that I need to do, and all that. So I will get it because I earned it. And I have a degree in the job that I have a degree in the what I'm applied for. But yes, thank you. So does anyone else want I have these oracle cards. I have all of these here. My beautiful altar. My Fae witchy altar, because I'm also Fae. Fairy. Um, does anyone have anything they want me to work on with their energy? Because I have my crystals over here. But mind you, what I've learned about these lives is that no matter what I'm doing, hello, no matter what I'm doing, I'm sending love and light energy. That's what these are about. I am an energy witch, I'm a crystal witch. But whenever I do these, I send love and peace whatever I do, because that's how I am. Yes, I try to be very positive, and that is what I was here for. That's what I'm basically on Earth for the last round. So would anyone like an oracle reading, a tarot reading? Does anyone have any question for a yes or no answer for the pendulum or for the dowsing rods? I appreciate that. I try to be nice. Okay, so anyone else have a question that results in a yes or no answer that's pertaining to witchy? Um, anyway, yes. Anyone else have a question? One of my awesome sister witches gave me witch's wisdom. Questions that will result in a yes or no answer that are pertaining to energy and that kind of thing. But I happen to love this deck. And I'm just going to pull one for the collective. Is that the one that you meant me to pull? Okay, well this card flew out, so I'll use this one. And it's responsibility. Find something. Okay, if you can ask questions that are yes or no answer, I will ask them. That is the rule. I am an intuitive medium, not a psychic. There is a difference. Okay, High Priestess. 50. Okay. This is responsibility. High Priestess, priest. Responsibility. Influence, control, and power could result in something sour. Responsibility is a must, creating outcomes fair and just. This magic is work with harm to none. So mote it be, there it is done. So the witch's wisdom. Okay, I am just going to read this card. Witch's wisdom. It's not enough to seek power for power's sake. You must accept the responsibility that comes with it. All good witches know that consequences are attached to magical workings they may undertake. The universal law of cause and effect is a law of three in its purest form. If we perform an action that causes a result, then that result further causes an effect that goes into influence all creation in some way. The priest acts as a spiritual guide to coven members, oversee rituals, training their witches, making sure that all that they do when they come together is done for reverence and in integrity. Responsibility accompanies the high priest to remind you to undertake a deep awareness of the possible effect of all things result of your thoughts, words, and actions. Whether you are a member of a coven or work alone, see yourself in the highest priestess, and treat all that you do with respect. And the witch's foresight, face your responsibilities. Never use your power on a whim. Be careful for what you wish for. Own up. Turn to your priest for assistance if you're in a coven. Your calling may be to become a priest or priestess. So yeah, I think that we all for me, I feel like I have the responsibility to help other people and um, to basically help others with energy, with wisdom, with what I know. And that's what I try to do. I try to be the light because I don't listen or watch news. And other people, I feel like other people welcome in synergy. I feel like the responsibility card tells us that we all have a responsibility as witches and priests and priestesses to help others as a community, to help others see the light. And I know that is something I was born to do, to be a light for other people, for hope and for peace, and to help either other people survive and thrive. Responsibility as a witch is a serious thing, and we need to take that very seriously, because helping others, that is what us witches are supposed to do. But also have dignity and all of that. It's helping the underling to become their full potential. And that is so important in today's world, to make sure that people, if you see someone astray, you help them out. And I have a lot of community here that have done that. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, my community. That's all there is. If we don't have each other, we have nothing. And we have to be that light. And I personally feel privileged to be that light, to help other people along their path. That brings me joy, to know that I help other people. Okay, who would like the next reading? Who has a yes or no? Who has a question that results in a yes or no answer? I love this deck. My witch sister got me. I love this deck, which is wisdom. But yeah, the Dominic, do you want a reading or something? $4,000 donation. That would be amazing. And appreciate it. Will you travel soon? Did you want the dowsing rods again? I'm assuming, okay. Will travel soon? Yes, it looks like it says yes. Pull a card for me. What do I need to hear? Did you want a tarot card or an oracle card, Synergy? Did you want Witch's Wisdom or did you want Raise Your Vibration? I've also got my tarot. Did you want tarot or oracle? Witchy cards. Okay, so you want oracle. Perfect. You're very welcome. I absolutely love this. I definitely need to. I definitely need to continue this when we move. Okay, what does Sarah need to hear? What does Synergy need to hear? Top card, please, and thank you. Okay. And is this the card that she needs? I always double check with my pendulum to make sure. Is this what she needs to hear? Okay. Herbal Kitchen. Oh, this sounds just like you. Herbal Kitchen. Alchemist. Definitely a synergy card. Alchemist. Okay, I'm still getting used to these cards. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Herbal Kitchen. 46. Okay. Herbal kitchen. Mixing, making, stirring, brewing. Boiling, baking, frying, stewing. Collecting plants and herbs to use. Selecting carefully, now to choose. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be, there it is done. You are a natural affinity with all kinds of plants and herbs. Experimental cooking, making potions, and plant medicine has always excited you, and you feel a witchy air about you as you add carefully selected ingredients for your magical elixirs. Herbal kitchen delights in confirming that you indeed are a natural kitchen witch. You have a strong connection with element earth and, of course, the plant kingdom. You are being called to step in and take your alchemist abilities to the next level. Draw in your inner wisdom to work with plants and herbs to assist in your spell work. Look into making alternative and natural remedies and healing sprays, as well as delicious meals that you can tempt your family and friends with. The kitchen is where you belong and feel most at home. Time to cook up a storm, which is foresight. Your ability to work with plants and herbs hails from a past life. Invest in studying plants. Your body may be giving you signals to eat a plant-based diet. Check with your doctor first. Write a book of natural remedies or ailments. Pursue your dream to cook. Kitchen Witch revealed. Since ancient times, herbs have been used as potions, elixirs, infusions, tinctures, and poultices, drawing on cave walls depicting our ancestors using herbs. For sacred woodlands to your herbal garden, the spirit of the plants hold earth and elemental magic. Each plant teacher, when asked, will assist you in your magic work. Oh, definitely. I knew that was when I first saw what it said. I knew that was for you. Yes, a lot of you do. I know I do, but I'm an eclectic witch. I believe in all of it. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And there's also the tinctures that I gave you when I was at the market. So you never know what you can make with those. Those would be good medicinal. Thank you for asking for the draw. Anyone else have a question or would like a draw? Yes, definitely. You're very welcome. Thank you. Definitely. I think that I think that the kitchen is the heart of any home because meals nourish you and herbs give you strength and health in many ways. Um, I mean, there's symbolism. Herbs are symbolism as well as nutrition and as well as the soul. So that I think that's a little bit good with anyone. Um, whether you're cooking with it, you're growing with them, you're whatever the case may be. Herbs are just their life. Does anyone have a question that will result in a yes or no answer? Or does anyone else want a reading? I love how I made this. Yes, the Florida water. I used it and sprayed it around right before this for purification and just to keep the area cleansed. Oh, it looks like I need to put a new incense scent in there. I did have myrrh, and I think I'll continue to have myrrh to keep everything cleansed. Let's see here. There we go. So does anyone else have a question that will result in a yes or no answer, or does anyone else want a reading? That would be a synergy question because she's the one that makes it, and it smells amazing. What is myrrh? It is something that cleanses the air. Myrrh, it's MYRRH, and it helps the energies to be good. It clears out the crap. On my lives, there's things that can come through which are not. Has my issue resolved? Do you want the pendulum or the dowsing rods? Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, why don't I do both? I've done both before. Will Deb's issue be resolved? Okay, well that issue will be resolved. And will the issue be resolved? That's okay. Yes. I'm being called to do another tarot. So I'll do another tarot. You're welcome. Does anyone else want a reading? I'm told to do another one for the collective, so I'm doing another one for the collective, a tarot one. Does anyone else want one? One top card, please, if I must. That one. Okay. Nine of Wands. Is this the one that you want me to read? Ah. Okay, that's the one you want me to read. Nine of Wands for the collective. And that's for days. Okay, so Wands. Nine of Wands. This one's kind of cool. Nine of Wands. A battle-worn goat leans on a wand. His horn bandaged. Beaten but not yet defeated, the goat possesses strength and determination against the odds. Sacred to Thor, the Norse god of thunder, the two goats, I love it when they give you words I can't pronounce. Tannenjoster, pulled his chariot and provided substance. Thor slaughtered, cooked, and ate the goats each night, but by morning they were resurrected and able to pull his chariot once again. Resilient creatures known for their balance and agility, the goats remind us to rest so we can fight again another day. Upright, you've gone through fierce trials and you have the battle scars to show it. Your resilient nature has allowed you to continue ever onward, but now you must take some time to rest. Prioritize time for self-care before moving forward. And I think we can all relate to that. Definitely relate to that. And if you know, you know, and I'll let it rest at that. We'll get through the storm. Okay. Anyone else want a reading? Oracle, tarot, you have a question that results in a yes or no answer. Would you like any energy healing? I have my crystals here. This has been really fun, and I do appreciate all of you for being here. I really do like these lives. These are fun. I will be going live tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to, but I will be going live tomorrow for jewelry. I wasn't going to continue them, but I'm like, I'm not giving up on it. So tomorrow will be jewelry live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But does anyone else want a reading or a tarot or any of the things? All this reading is making me thirsty. The jewelry lives will be going through January. And then I'm going to give it to the middle part of February. And then the jewelry part of my business will be no longer. And it'll be on pause for a while. Will my husband get his car fixed? Oh, my husband. Yes. Thank you for the question. But yeah, I will be doing jewelry lives tomorrow night, and I'm gonna continue doing those through January. I wasn't going to, but I'm a Libra. When I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something, even when I don't really. I don't know. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna do those, and then continue doing these on Mondays until we leave, and then they'll put on pause for a little bit. What kind of jewelry? Crystal jewelry. Like I made this. This one is my own. This is Blue Tiger's Eye. And then I made this. Neither one of these are for sale. But I have crystal jewelry. Just a sneak peek. I've already done Tiger's Eye, so I don't have a problem showing this. Like this. Crystal jewelry. Tiger's Eye earrings. Wire wrapped. I do have one to go, how much do I sell for? Okay, well, the customer pays for the shipping, but like this one is $22. And I did the metal work on all of this. So this one would be $22. It depends on the piece. But being as this is a tarot live, if you would like to ask me any more questions on the jewelry, you can be here live tomorrow at 6 p.m. and it'll be a different place altogether, or a different spot altogether. It'll be up at my work table. I think so. My jewelry ranges in price, so. But yeah, does anyone else want a, you're welcome. Thank you for the question. Does anyone else want a tarot reading again, or oracle, or do they have a question that will result in a yes or no answer? Hello, welcome in. Which one of the above? I named like 4. Okay, so is that a dowsing rod question or a pendulum question? Okay. Well, S break. Contract. No contract within 3 months. Thank you. It says no. Will S break no contract with a 3 month within 3 months? It says no. Um, contact. Yeah, it says no. Thanks for the question. You're welcome. Thanks. Anything more? Oh, this is the last thing I'm packing up before we move. I love my little area. My altar. Will we relocate? We want our kitchen soon. Will we remodel our kitchen soon? Will we remodel our kitchen soon? Yes, it sounds like you will. Where are you moving to? I am manifesting a move to Glasgow, Scotland. And everything says yes. And we went to the UK about 6 months ago or so. This is my little, on my altar, my little Stonehenge thing. I got this in Stonehenge when we went to the UK. Yes, I'm very, very happy about that. Yes. I mean, every time I think about going, I get the full on tingles. And one thing about me, when I talk to spirit and I know something's going well, I get the full on smiles. Like, yes, it's going to happen. So, this is spirit saying, absolutely, Carol, it's going to happen. So, I'm like, yeah. I mean, there's a lot involved with it, but I'm imagining when we were in London and across the UK, I was just imagining everything was just smooth. Hello, welcome in. So, like, you know, when you've got a thought process, okay, so we know what needs to be done, and it's gonna go there, no problems. Find an apartment. We know what to look for. We've been part of Glasgow already, so we kind of know the areas where to go, where we want to go, and I know where my job is going to be, so I'm working like around that. My husband knows where his job's going to be, so we're working on that and trying to find like the bus because we're not in a car. The whole thing, I got it all in my mind and I'm meditating on it and everything. So that's how you manifest. You have it in your heart chakra and you're like, yes, this is going to happen. Get excited. But anyway, does anyone else have a question that results in a yes or no answer? Or do you want a reading or dowsing rod? Or how can I help you? And I do plan on continuing these lives over there. I love them. So I'm planning on keeping them up. but the time difference will probably be in the morning for you and here in Pacific time. So I'll do them at night after work on Mondays, probably, depending on how tired I am. Back in the office. Thank you. And the more I do these lives, the stronger I'm getting, and I'm also working more with spirit and meditating more. The thing for me is I don't really do like a spread of tarot. It's not, I mean, there's some people that expect that, but that's not how I do. I how I do it is I ask spirit to put the card on top. And if I hear in my head 3 cards, then I'll draw 3 cards. But for the most part, I do 1 card for the person, and then I get like vision or something intuitive comes in. And that's how it works for me. I think it's different for everyone. Some people do the whole spread, and that's just not what I do unless I'm called to do it. I'm an intuitive medium. I also have learned the last awakening I had, major one, like when I went through Glencoe, Scotland, I went through a major spiritual awakening. And then when I got back, I wound up being able to channel a little bit. And I'm like, wow, okay. So that's a new ability I have, channeling a little bit here and there. So that's pretty cool. I plan on exercising my clairs and getting that going. Anyone have any questions? Or anybody want any more readings? This has been just wonderful. Yeah, just a little explanation of how it works for me. I do plan on probably doing some readings before I go if people want them. Um, Off of Alive, I charge because I'm really new at it. I charge like 25, $30, but it's a one-to-one session because I'm a little bit newer at it. As I get better at it, I'll charge more. And then hopefully you're all subscribed because then you'll know the next time I go live, which tomorrow I'll be going live for my jewelry. And then I'll be going live on Thursday for my jewelry. And then next Monday going live again. And if you are in the Portland, Gresham, Troutdale area, I do Saturday market at the Troutdale Market in the Columbia Outlet Mall, and bring my jewelry. I don't do anything but jewelry at those sales. Anyone else want a reading? Or have a yes or no question will result in a yes or no answer? So yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you share my channel or my videos or any of that. I still want this to grow. I'm just not sure what Crystals and Chai is going to be about. I know once I get to Glasgow, I won't be able to do some of my business. Or my business will this won't be more of a business, it'll be more of a fun thing to do, going live. So I can't do business over there as Crystals and Chai. I have to have visa for that, and I'm making sure I don't get into trouble. So this will be for another month and a half or so that way, and then it'll just be regular fun. It'll turn from business to hobby, which I'm fine with. To be honest, I need a reset. With the jewelry and stuff, I just need a reset. People will just get really nice gifts. Someone in the office has a birthday, they'll get a gift. That's what I'm planning on doing. And I'm bringing my beads and stuff with me, so I'll just be doing my wire wrapping still, but people will just get really nice gifts. The move is more important than anything else to me right now. But these lives are a lot of fun. And it's, it's free to sit here and have fun with you and do the readings and stuff. And it gives me practice. Yeah, it gives me practice to sit here and do that. And, people will see what I do. And hopefully I'll be able to eventually um, save up and do my business over there. It'll take a little while. I'll be working in an office for a little while, and I'm fine with that. I'm actually very happy to help other people like that. But yeah, they'll be getting a lot of nice gifts. And then it's not going to be crystals and chai. It'll change into something different. But yeah. So anyone else have any questions? Yes or no answer? Welcome in all the people that have just come in. Appreciate you being here. I do this every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification so that you'll notify when I go live or have any new videos out. Be great. I think I go live more than I do videos now. I love tarot. I love oracle. I love what I do. I love helping people. It's just fun. So if you have any questions that result in a yes or no answer, I have my pendulum. I have my dowsing rods. And if you have questions with oracle or tarot, I have those here. So anyone have any questions that will result in a yes or no answer? Or do you want a tarot or oracle reading? Go ahead and leave a comment, please. You're all so quiet now. Why did I have a dream of mashed embrace with someone I know? It's a yes or no question. It results in a yes or no answer. I can't answer your question. What would you like to ask, Corin? I'm saying a no. Will he leave me alone? It would be questions that result in a yes or no answer. Well, that's a good thing to do. Let's see, did I miss one? Hopefully you got positive energy because that's what I give out. Card this time. What kind of card did you want? Oracle? I'll just do a tarot then for you. Tori? Well, I have money coming in. Well, I some of these questions are kind of suggestive. So Monday coming end of the month. It says yes. So when it comes to health, love, and money, I just always say it's speculative because spirit can be definitely tricky. That's all I'll say. It says yes, but it can, it can be speculative. Okay. So what does coriander want to hear? Will I be able to move out in the summertime? 1 second here. Will I be able to move out this summer? Will I be able to move out by summertime? Again, speculative, but it says yes. Okay, so card, please, for Corindru. One card, please. Yes? Okay. Temperance. So is this the card we're using? Is this the card we're using? Okay. So, Temperance. Hello, welcome in. Glad you're here. Temperance. Temperance. What has recently brought me joy? Well, that's not a question that would result in a yes or no answer. But joy would be moving abroad. What would bring me joy? A quail stands at a river's edge, pouring water from one chalice into another. Behind her, irises bloom in the riverbank, and the paths lead ever onward toward the rising sun, washing the sky of stars and shedding new light in the landscape. Temperance is a card of cleansing, balancing, and moderation. Through the ritual of pouring, the quail sacrifices and cleanses the river's waters. The bird is often seen as a symbol of refuge because of its ability to nest on the ground and hide in plain sight. Quail are also associated with shelter, sanctuary in Greek mythology, most notably in the story of Athera, a titaness who turned herself into a quail to avoid the advances of Zeus. When she drove into the water, she transformed into the island of Delos, which later became a haven and a hideout for her sister Leto. Okay. You've done the hard work of finding inner calm and harmony, and you are ready for what life may bring. Temperance invites us to avoid extremes and strike a balance. Things may have not always gone your way, but you have the tools to carry on with positive attitude. And this is where will I apply more moderation, and what extremes are at play in my life. So are you the type of person where your cup is half full or half empty? Because I see a cup and I don't know why I see a cup. It just the word half full or half empty. So cleansing, balancing with moderation. Positive attitude. Just making sure that you have that positive attitude. But the only way you can continue the positive attitude is to make sure that you are making sure that your cup is full. I think that's what it means. Hope that answered your question. Okay, well, you've all gotten quiet. Okay, well, are we finished then? Or is there any more I can help with with the Witchy Live? So I do these every Monday for now. And if you would like to see the next live, it'll be tomorrow when I do a jewelry live. So make sure you are subscribed and you hit the notification. And if you like this, I hope that you like the live and share my channel to get me out there. Because even when I'm moving abroad, I still want to go live and have fun with this. I won't be doing jewelry lives, but I'll definitely be doing these. So it sounds like we're going to conclude the live then. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. I love this deck. I just, yeah. But this one is going in my bag for when I get over there initially, so that I can continue doing my oracle. I believe it's going to be this one and this one. They're coming with me in my check-in bag. You too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for my community. I appreciate every one of you. Have a great evening and much love and light to all. Love, light, and blessed be. Thank you.